Hi, everyone. My name is Dwayne Edwards. I'm a Marine veteran and CEO of VMHA. VMHA provides high quality mental health evaluations to veterans to support their VA mental health disability claims. Today, we're going to discuss how to make the best use of your VA mental health assessment. This is a topic I'm excited about because if you're watching this, that means it's highly likely that you decided to have a mental health assessment. To structure our conversation, we're going to break up the discussion into three parts: before the assessment, right before the assessment, and then the assessment. Let's start with before the assessment. This is our preparation time. First, you want to ensure your forms are filled out in advance. This will give your psychologist what they need to prepare for your evaluation. If it's a disability benefits questionnaire, DBQ assessment, feel free to review the respective VA form so you have an idea of which topics will be covered. The questions asked by your psychologist will be inputs to this form. I'll provide links to both DBQ forms used by the Department of Veterans Affairs below. Independent medical opinions, IMOs, cover similar topics as the DBQ assessment, so reviewing the DBQ forms can still be helpful even if you're having an IMO. Next, clear your calendar for the date and time of the assessment to avoid work or family conflicts. If you have to work before or after, have a plan for how you'll transition to and from your assessment space and back to work. I understand life happens, yet the more planning you do to avoid issues, the better. All VMHA assessments are virtual, which means they're conducted over the internet. For virtual assessments, identify the location where you will physically take the assessment. Now, this is very important. You need to be stationary. Too many veterans have tried to drive while having their assessment. This can't work. You and your psychologist will be covering sensitive topics, and you need to be able to focus without distractions. So find a private location where you will feel comfortable speaking openly and honestly. Speaking of virtual, there are strict regulations governing telehealth and the state that you must physically be in for your psychologist to conduct your virtual assessment. If you'll be traveling outside of your home state during your assessment, communicate that as early as possible so you'll know if the assessment can still happen or if it needs to be rescheduled. Ensure your internet connection is strong and that your camera and microphone are working. It's important that your psychologist can see you during the assessment so they can write the most accurate evaluation for you. Please check this before your assessment. You don't want to lose time or get your assessment canceled due to technology issues. Okay, that covers our main preparation items, which is really about your forms, your location, and technology. Let's now talk about what you need to do right before the assessment. Right before the assessment, you'll need to have a government-issued ID handy so your psychologist can verify your identity. Don't be the veteran who has to run to the other room or your car to get your ID. It happens. The next and most important thing I want to talk about is your mindset going into the assessment. As veterans, we've been trained to adapt, overcome, and bottle things in. We've been conditioned to maintain that stoic face, and I want to be the first to say that that's not productive for this session. For this assessment, please be as open and honest as possible about your experiences and how you've changed. This will give your psychologist access to the evidence you need to support your claim because we all want you to get the rating you deserve. That's it for right before the assessment. Have your photo ID handy and get into the right mindset for your assessment. Now let's transition to the assessment. During the assessment, stay open and honest. Again, this helps you and your psychologist. Stay on topic. This assessment is all about your service-connected disability and how you are impacted. Listen to your psychologist and answer their questions. I know many veterans use this time as a free therapy session. And while it's great that you feel comfortable sharing with your psychologist, please stay on topic so that what you share supports the question your psychologist has asked, which is in service of your assessment. That's it for the assessment. Stay open and honest, stay on topic, and answer the questions asked. Okay, so we've discussed what to do before your assessment, what to do right before your assessment, and then during the assessment. Feel free to review this video again if you need to refresh on anything before heading into your assessment. And the last thing I'll say is if you go through your evaluation and you feel comfortable sharing your experiences with your psychologist and don't have an ongoing relationship with a psychologist, feel free to contact Psychology Today. It's a national listing of psychologists, and you may be able to find someone that could be a good fit for you. I'll share the link below so you can explore an ongoing therapy relationship. And in a later video, I'll provide some tips on how to think through finding a therapist. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share this content with anyone else who could benefit. See you next time.